time in the world, time enough for life to unfold all the precious things love has in store. We have all the time in the world. If that's all we have, you will find we need nothing more. Every step of the way, love will find us with the cares of the world far behind us. We have all the time in the world just for love, nothing more, nothing less, only love. Every step of the way, love will find us with the cares of the world far behind us. We have all the time in the world just for love, nothing more, nothing less, only love. Hey folks, happy Sunday. We're getting started right away with a request that came in from our friend Moritz in Graz, Austria. I wanted to get after it right away before I forgot how the melody went. I was reviewing it just before we started the show, but that's from the lone James Bond film starring George Lazenby on Her Majesty's Secret Service, which makes me want to ask everybody, if you are a Bond fan, who's your favorite Bond? And if your answer is Sean Connery, who's your second favorite Bond? Because my favorite Bond is Sean Connery because he set the standard, but my favorite Bond outside of that, for me actually, is Pierce Brosnan. What do you guys think? Who's your favorite? Hey, Leo. Thanks for letting me know. That's great, man. Hi, Jake. One way or another, gonna get you, gonna get you, get you, get you, get you one way or another. I don't really know where that song goes. That might be all it does and just repeats for 3 minutes. But I'm not sure I'm going to be able to honor either of those requests properly. I'd have to listen to them to remember. My bad. let me know if there's something else I could play for you. And thanks for joining us, by the way, from Traverse City. Hello, Matus. You may be right or an innocent man. Okay, putting them in the queue. Thank you. Al, joining us from Hawaii. Aloha back to you and mahalo for being here. Yeah, they did. It was a great documentary. I enjoyed it immensely. Hi, John. Don't ask me why. Okay. Hey, Sean, joining us from New York. How we doing? Been trying to learn Leave a Tender Moment Alone from one of your covers. Got most of it down from copying you, but can't figure out the section that says, but it's not only me. Yeah, there's some weird chords in that one. Let's see. I just have to remember how I got there. Leave a tender moment alone, but it's not only me. Okay, so it goes to an A. This is an A half diminished 7, which is a fairly complex chord, but it basically means play an A minor 7 and flat the 5. Me. And it goes to a D7. Breaking down when the tension. Okay, now I play an E flat 6. E flat chord with a C in there. Tension gets high. Tension gets high. And it basically stays on the same chord but goes to a D bass. C minor 7. Just when I'm in a serious mood. Now it goes to an E diminished. An E half diminished 7. So you've got like an E minor 7 with a flat at 5. Serious mood. A7. She's suddenly quiet. And then it goes to a B flat. I think so. Let me see here. Me. Breaking down when the tension gets high. Just when I'm in a serious mood. She's suddenly quiet. Okay, so it goes to a D minor 7. Quiet and shy, or just a D minor. And then it goes to an A augmented, A, C sharp, F. Quiet and shy. And then it's an F over a C. I play an F6. So an F with a D in there. Boom. And then you're back to the regular chords. So a lot of goofy ones in there. I love that. I love that passage, though. Anyway, I'll let you watch the replay and hear those again. Hey, Sam. Hey, let me see. Hey, Steve. Elton's Ballad of a Well-Known Gun or Captain Fantastic or Daniel? Okay. Thanks, Sam. Hey, Ruth. Arthur's Theme, Empty Garden, or Allentown? Okay, fantastic. Hey, Jan. Roger Moore for you. All right, cool. All right, let's see here. Sean Connery, because he was a hottie. Thank you for being so transparent there, Ruth. Can I do Captain Jack? Okay, Diane. Yeah, absolutely. You're the inspiration, Chicago. All right. All right. Moore, Connery, and Lazenby are your favorites, but no Bond actor was ever bad. All right. Well, I have a controversial take because I know a lot of people have really embraced him, but Daniel Craig is by far my least favorite. I think Timothy Dalton is by far the most underrated. Okay. Nice. Los Angelinos. Okay. Hey, Bob Jackson, The Way It Is. Okay. Okay. All right. Just putting requests in the queue that I think I might be able to do. American Pie. Burnin' Love by Elvis Presley. Okay. Fly Me to the Moon, Frank Sinatra. I'm going to do that one right now just because it'll be I feel like my voice isn't fully warmed up yet. So this will be a good one to clear a few more cobwebs out before I get into some of these more challenging ones. All right. A lot of people don't know this, but this arrangement that Frank Sinatra made so popular for this song in the 60s was actually done and conducted by Quincy Jones, who went on to be the producer of Off the Wall, Thriller, and Bad by Michael Jackson. So here we go.
Let me play among the stars. Let me feel what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song. Let me play forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars. Let me feel what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, please be true. In other words,
What piano part do I like the most by any artist? Oh, that's an excellent question. It'd be hard to narrow it down to just one. Well, I'll tell you, one that really mystifies me, how he even came up with it, is Everybody Loves You Now by Billy Joel. Baby, all the lights turned on you. Now you're in the center of the stage. Everything revolves on what you do. Yeah, you're in your prime, you've come of age. You can always have your way somehow. 'Cause everybody loves you now. I mean, like, that's a monster crazy part, and I'm like, where did that even come from, you know? So I like that one a lot. I like, from Elton, I'm pretty fond of a tune, of the piano part to a tune that he did. Let me make it clear. Billy's a little more consistent in how he plays his piano parts. I think he kind of conceives of one and then kind of plays it that way most of the time, and maybe has minor variations. Elton, when I say this is my favorite piano part, it's usually like, I like this about the way it was on the recording, and this about this live version, and this about this live version, et cetera, et cetera. But one that when you take the conglomeration of all the different lives and the studio version, he has a really beautiful song called Tonight. Can't remember how it goes right now, but it's pretty stunning. Those stick out to me. And then there's a younger guy that played a song. His name's Gabe something or other. Let me look him up here. The Gabe Dixon Band. And this guy put together a song that was on an episode of Parks and Rec that I just love, and I'm probably playing it wrong, but it's like... And it's a delightful song. You should check it out if you haven't ever heard it before. Gabe Dixon. Let me make sure I'm saying that right. Yeah, Gabe Dixon Band. and the song is called All Will Be Well. So those are just three that stand out to me as like having really, really amazing piano parts that I admire. My favorite artist is Billy Joel. I mean, without Billy Joel, none of the rest of it would have happened. That does not mean that 100% of the time, all the time, he's the person I want to listen to most. But he's definitely, his body of work is second to none for me. The consistency, the lack of filler on his albums, and his songwriting for me is unmatched, and the crafting of the records is unmatched. And he was my original influence to get into this, and loving his music helped me love Elton John's music and the Beatles and every other singer-songwriter. So there's nobody else. He's at the top of the mountain, 100%, 100%. Kat, good afternoon, Steve. Have you ever performed at a wedding reception? I'm helping someone pick out dad and daughter first dance. Any suggestions? Do you know My Little Girl? I do not know that one. My favorite song I've played many wedding receptions. My favorite song that I ever got asked to do for a dad-daughter dance was a country song. Let me see. I can't remember who did it. Just a second. Okay, so the group was called Heartland, and the name of the song is "I Loved Her First," and it goes something like this. This is just the chorus. But I loved her first. I held her first in a place Well, I loved her first. I held her first. There's a place in my heart that will always be hers. From the first breath she breathed till she first looked at me. I'm doing it. I'm not doing it justice, but it's like the dad saying, I'm happy that I'm giving her away to you, and I love you, and you're part of the family now, and I always hoped she'd find you someday, but remember, I loved her first. And it's a really sweet song with a really sweet sentiment, so that's one that I would look up for the dad-daughter dance. Okay, back to music requests. Let's see. Someone had asked for this one. This is for our friend John. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. All the waiters in your grand cafe leave their tables when you blink. Whoa, every dog must have his every day. Every drunk must have his drink. Don't wear lances, just take your chances. Don't ask me why.
classic style. Now you parlez-vous français, don't look for answers. You took your chances, don't ask me why. Don't ask me why. Daniel's traveling tonight on a plane. I can see the red tail lights headed for Spain. Oh, and I see Daniel waving goodbye. It looks like Daniel must be the clouds in my eyes. They say Spain is pretty, though I've never been. But Daniel says it's the best place he's ever seen. Oh, and he should know he's been there enough. Lord, I miss Daniel. Oh, I miss him so much. Whoa, Daniel, my brother, you're older than me. Do you still feel the pain of the scars that won't heal? Your eyes have died. You see more than I. Daniel, you're a star in the face of the sky. Whoa, Daniel, my brother, you're older than me. Do you still feel the pain of the scars that won't heal? Your eyes have died. Do you see more than I? Daniel, you're a star in the face of the sky. Daniel's traveling tonight on a plane. See the red tail lights headed for Spain. Oh, and I see Daniel waving goodbye. It looks like Daniel must be the clouds in my eyes. Oh God, it looks like Daniel must be the clouds in my eyes.
Okay, hey, Steve Karsten here. Great to be back. If it fits the feel this evening, perhaps something by McCartney. Wings era, completely solo, like Band on the Run or Once Upon a Long Time Ago. I'll keep that in mind, my friend. Thank you for the request. Making sure I haven't missed anything. Good question, Sam. It's actually F minor. So, your eyes have died. But A minor, G, F. Daniel goes from an F major to an F minor. Daniel, then back to C. Okay. Carrying on here. All right, so for our friend Ruth Hooker, let me get some lyrics up here. This is one of my favoritist songs from the 80s. This is by one of the kings of yacht rock, Christopher Cross, and it was for a motion picture feature called Arthur, starring a fabulous piano player in his own right, particularly classical and a little bit of jazz, Dudley Moore. And this was also co-written by the great Burt Bacharach.
Once in your life you find someone who turns your heart around. Next thing you know, you're closing down the town. Wake up and it's still with you, even though you left away across town. Wondering to yourself, hey, what have I found? Yeah. When you get caught between just a boy, living his life one day, living his life one day at a time, and showing himself a pretty good time, laughing about the way they want him to be. When you get caught between the moon and New York City, I know it's crazy, but it's true. If you get caught between the moon and New York City, best that you can do, best that you can do is fall in love. When you get caught between the moon and New York City, I know it's crazy, but it's true. If you get caught between the moon and New York City, the best that you can do, the best that you can do is fall in love. I know it's crazy, but it's true. If you get caught between the moon and New York City, the best that you can do, best that you can do is fall in love.
Ruth brought up another good one that should be played today because it's Labor Day weekend, so.
Well, I'm living here in Allentown, and they're closing all the factories down. Out in Bethlehem, they're killing time, filling up boards, standing in line. Well, our fathers fought the Second World War, spent their weekends on the Jersey Shore. Met our mothers in the USO, asked them to dance, dance with them slow. And we're living here in Allentown. Their restlessness was ended now. It's getting very Something happened on the way to that place. Threw an American flag in our bay. Hey, hey, hey. Whoa, whoa. Shh, ooh, ha. Well, I'm living here in Allentown, and it's hard to keep a good man down. But I won't be getting up today. Hey, hey. And it's getting very hard to stay. And we're living here in Allentown.
All right, Sam. You just made a little music to my ears. This is one of my favorite songs to play. This goes back to 1970 on an album called The Tumbleweed Connection. It's called Country Comfort. It's by Elton John.
Soon the pines will be falling everywhere. Village children will fight each other for a shed. And the 609 goes roaring past the creek. Deacon Lee prepares his sermon for next week. To Grandma yesterday down at the store, she's really doing fine for 84. She asked me if sometime I'd fix her mom. The poor old girl, she needs a hand to run the farm. And it's good old country comfort in my bones. It's the sweetest sound my ears have ever known. An old-fashioned feeling fully grown. Country comforts on a truck going on home. Down the way natural. So Clay would say, see, he's a horse-drawn man until his dying day. And it's good old country comfort in my bones, sweetest sound my ears have ever known. Just an old-fashioned feeling fully grown. Country comforts on a truck going on home. Good old country comfort in my bones, sweetest sound my ears have ever known. Just an old-fashioned feeling fully grown. Country comforts on a truck going on home. Now the fat old goose is flying across the sticks. The hedgehog's done in clay beneath the bricks. The rocking chairs are creaking on the porch. Across the valley moves a herdsman with his torch. And it's good old country comfort in my bones, the sweetest sound my ears have ever known. Old-fashioned feeling fully grown. Country comforts on a truck going on home. Country comforts on a truck going on home. Country comforts on a truck going on home. All right. All right.
I haven't done this one in a while, so I might screw it up a little bit, but I had. If you'll all excuse me, I just accidentally knocked the mouse for my computer off on the ground. I'll be right back. I have to have that to do the show. Just one of those opportunities to show that this is definitely live. Anyway, I had promised to do this at a previous engagement and we didn't get to it for some reason. So I'll do the best that I can with it. This goes back to 1974. The album was called Street Life Serenade. It's an old Billy Joel cut. Sorry about that. Remembering how to play it. Let me see. Let me see here. I'm definitely in the wrong key. This is where I should be. For all the time gone by. Los Angelinos all come from somewhere, 'cause it's all so easy to become acquainted. Electric babies, blue jeans and jaded, such hot, sweet schoolgirls, so educated.
like a refugee. Making love in the garages, more exotic massages, making up for all the time gone by. Woo-hoo. Woo-hoo, yeah. Hiding up in the mountains, laying low in the canyons, going nowhere on the streets with the Spanish names, making love with the natives in the Hollywood blazes, making up for all the time gone by. Los Angelinos all come from somewhere. It's so familiar, the foreign faces.
Let me see. Then I think it goes like this. Sorry, that was pretty sloppy. I haven't reviewed that one in a long time, and I've got issues with this lyric side. I don't know what in the world they've changed about it, but I can't scroll. And of course, you can't get the whole song most of the time on one page, so you have to be able to scroll down. And they're just not really making that an option right now for some reason. I don't know if it's my browser or what, but it's pretty frustrating. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I'm going to cut it a little short tonight. I'm not sick, but they put me on one last little round of medicine to make sure I've knocked out this infection that's kind of controlled me all summer. And the medicine is making me a little drowsy, so I'm going to do one last song and cut out a little early on you today because I'm just feeling kind of a little brain foggy. But I appreciate you tuning in. I just didn't want to. I thought about canceling it today, but I didn't want to do that to you guys or me because I enjoy doing this too much. So for those that I didn't get to, I apologize. We'll pick it up fresh next week. But this is a request that came in from a couple different places, so we'll do it. We'll end on a blistering note. Saturday night and you're still hanging around, tired of living in your one-horse town. You'd like to find a little hole in the ground for a while. Whoa. So you go to the village
tight jeans, stare at the junkies in the closet queens. It's like some pornographic magazine. Make me smile. Oh, Captain Jack will get you high tonight and take you to your special island. Captain Jack will get you by tonight. Just a little push and you'll be smiling. Oh, oh, oh yeah. Your sister's gone out, she's on a date. You just sit at home and masturbate. Phone is just gonna ring it soon, but you just can't wait. After all, stand on the corner in your New English clothes. Down So you stand on the corner in your New English clothes. You look so polished from your hair down to your toes. Still your fingers just gonna pick your nose. After all, oh, Captain Jack will get you high tonight. Take you to your special island. Ah, Captain Jack will get you high tonight. Just a little push and you'll be smiling. Oh, oh yeah. Decide to take a holiday. Got your tape deck and your brand new Chevrolet, but there ain't no place to go anyway. What for? Oh, so you got everything on, but nothing's cool. Just found your father in a swimming pool. You guess you won't be going back to school anymore. Oh, Captain Jack will get you high tonight. Take you to your special island. Ah, Captain Jack will get you by tonight. Just a little push and you'll be smiling. Oh, oh, oh yeah. So you play your albums and you smoke your pots. You meet your girlfriend in a parking lot. Still you're aching for the things you have not got. What went wrong? Oh, can't understand why your world is so dead. Why you gotta keep in style, feed your head. Well, you're 21, still your mother makes your bed. That's too long. Oh, 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 yeah. And Captain Jack will get you high tonight. Take it to your special island. Well, now Captain Jack will get you by tonight. A little push, you'll be smiling. Ah, Captain Jack will get you high tonight. Take it to your special island. Well, now Captain Jack will get you high tonight. Just a little push, you'll be smiling. Whoa, 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 All right, guys. I'm going to get out of here for now. And but I will be back on Wednesday and then again next Sunday, and rinse, lather, repeat, you know. Everybody have a great Labor Day weekend, and for everyone who's a musician, remember, if you're not having fun when you're making music, you're doing it wrong. And for everybody else, give as much love as you can to as many people as you can, as often as you can. Leave it on the field, folks. Don't have any regrets. We don't know when the ride comes to an end. Take care. I'll see you on the next one. I love you guys.